This is a better representation. I am an introvert. And as an introvert, I've often felt that I was at a disadvantage, being under the illusion that society placed a greater emphasis on extroverted qualities such as charisma, assertiveness, and sociability. However, through my experience as a business owner and having the opportunity to lead a team, I realised that my introversion was actually an asset that allowed me to listen, reflect, and make thoughtful decisions that ultimately led to my version of success in business and where I am in my career with CM today. I learned that being an introvert does not mean being a weak or ineffective leader. It simply means that there is no one right way to lead, and that different leadership styles can be effective in different situations. So let's discover the power of introversion and nurturing your team's quiet strengths. I'll identify the traits and qualities that make introverts such valuable team members, as well as strategies for supporting and empowering our more reserved team members to reach their full potential. Whether you are an introvert yourself or a team leader looking to better understand your team, we'll cover insights and practical tips for nurturing the quiet strength within your teams. First, let's clarify what's meant by introversion. This is a personality trait characterised by a preference for quiet and minimally stimulating situations, and a tendency to feel energised by spending time alone or in small groups rather than in large social settings like this one. Now, my key insight from yesterday was that there's a lot of value to be added to your presentation by using a graph. And so, thank you, Pete. Now, hands up, who are the introverts in the room? Keep your hands up. This graph represents how grumpy you are all going to be by the end of today. So everyone else, watch out. Not true, surely. All right, so what are these valuable strengths I'm talking about regarding introversion? What can we bring to the allied health setting and to your clinic? How can you recognise these strengths within your team and look to attract these qualities or these characteristics in future recruits? While introverts are often stereotyped as shy or socially anxious, aka awkward, the truth is that introverts can be excellent communicators and team players. In fact, introverts often have a unique set of strengths that make them highly effective in client-facing roles and when collaborating within teams. One of the key strengths of introverts is their ability to listen deeply and empathise with others, tending to be highly attuned to the needs and perspectives of others, making them skilled at anticipating and addressing team member and client needs. They excel at active listening, enabling them to understand clients' concerns and create effective treatment plans. Their empathy allows them to understand and connect with clients on a deep level, providing them with compassionate care. Introverts utilise critical thinking and introspection to generate creative solutions to complex problems. They also have a strong attention to detail, to identify subtle nuances that make a significant difference in a client's experience. Additionally, their calm and steady demeanour creates a sense of safety and trust, reassuring clients and putting them at ease. We're pretty awesome. When it comes to working within teams, introverts often bring a sense of calm and stability to their peers. They tend to be thoughtful and deliberate in their actions, keeping team projects on track and minimising drama and conflict. Introverts also are generally self-aware and reflective. They understand their strengths and their weaknesses, often committing themselves to personal growth and self-improvement. This quality is particularly valuable in leadership roles where self-awareness and reflection are essential for effective leadership. So how can your clinic create a culture that nurtures the unique strengths of your introverted team members? Here are 3 key strategies to engage, support, and value introversion in your workplace. These include establishing preferred methods of communication, optimising team member engagement, and creating an environment for self-reflection. Introverts prefer written and indirect methods of communication. So encouraging the use of email or chat platforms in addition to face-to-face meetings can help introverts to feel more comfortable and engaged in workplace conversations. In addition, these methods provide the time and space needed to process thoughts and respond to questions more clearly, with the control to choose when to respond and how to express thoughts and ideas without interruption. When it comes to group settings, introverts can feel overwhelmed and anxious about sharing their ideas. In a workplace context, meetings or group projects can be particularly challenging. To help the introvert to feel more engaged, It may be useful to divide larger groups into smaller subgroups. This facilitates a more collaborative and inclusive environment where all voices feel heard and valued. And this is where reflective practice is encouraged. By providing introverts with dedicated time and space for their thoughts and ideas, they can enter group discussions feeling more confident and more prepared. It is important to understand that creating the ideal environment can help introverts to feel more invested in their roles and to contribute their best ideas and insights that might otherwise have been overlooked. So take a moment, tap into your inner introvert and reflect. Consider how your team currently communicate with each other, how they engage with each other in small and large group settings, and the environment you've created to support and nurture your team members' strengths. Reflecting on these aspects can help you identify where areas of improvement can be made to foster greater collaboration, productivity, and overall success for your team. So take a step back and discover how you can better leverage the strengths of your team while creating an environment that supports both introverted and extroverted individuals alike. I'll leave you with this quote from author and introvert Michaela Chung. Introverts are full of wonder, and the world needs their contributions.
Do you feel like introverts need encouragement to be a leader? How would you approach introverts and leadership?
I think that I would encourage asking questions, seeking to understand where their strengths are, where they feel that their weaknesses are, and how that they would like you to support them. So it's really it's going through personality profiling with them and understanding where those strengths are and how they can provide value in a leadership role. It's not necessarily being out the front, it's just how they actually deliver value to the rest of the team. So seek first to understand their strength.
What are some examples of work situations that you have not enjoyed and alternatives?
Oh, multiple. I think feeling that there was this illusion, I was under the illusion that I needed to be extrovert to be able to lead a team, and so leadership did not resonate with me for such a long time because I felt that I was an imposter. I still, truth be told, I still feel that way, and I think a lot of us do. So it's just really accepting over time that my strengths lay in working with people in a more intimate setting and being able to add value through perhaps recording myself using these chat platforms. I love Slack. I love being able to record a message or a video and send it to people rather than having to show up and engage right at that time. So I've learnt through my own mistakes that I can't articulate myself as well as I would like, perhaps in a live setting. I'm doing my best, but more so in a recorded, I was able to really deliver in a more authentic way.
When you're dealing with introverted team members, what strategies do you use to discover what they want and what they don't want? How do you lead introverts?
I'd like to think that we are open to people being able to lead in whichever way they want to. Our team being aware that there isn't one way to do something. We're across, for those that don't know, we're across 7 locations. So our clinic directors at each location would range from extrovert through to introvert and completely different styles. I guess that's a fairly vague but simple response. It's just our team knowing that it's okay, and there's 27 different ways to do things well.
If you've got some team members, like I'm extrovert, team members that aren't so keen on joining in the weekly team workouts, aren't keen on attending the culture days, our social events, they find that they are, I suppose, left out of a lot of from the team that are very social. Yeah, how do you sort of approach that with an introvert person?
I think an opportunity for perhaps seeking feedback or giving them an introvert an opportunity to document how they're feeling about maybe like a flipped learning, get them to watch something, get them to know the agenda or the rhythm for the culture day, for the event, the social activity, whatever it is. If there's an expectation that they're going to contribute to this event, allow them time to plan. Allow them time to prepare. We're not shy and we're really not that socially awkward, hopefully, but we will engage in those activities. But if there is an expectation on them, they will feel nervous, they will feel stressed, and they won't be able to articulate themselves in a meaningful way at the event, at the culture day, for example. So an ability to plan would be my suggestion. Give them the agenda. Clear is kind, as we say. So allow them to document their thoughts, give feedback prior to, and then they'll be able to articulate that feedback in a more meaningful way at the event.